opening the door to increased trade for Kenya. One sector already positioning itself to benefit is avocado farming, one of the country's fastest growing exports. But beyond the headlines, what does this opportunity really mean for farmers and businesses on the ground? Victor Moyakane reports.
Demand for avocados is growing in China, driven by a rising health-conscious consumer base. For Kenya, this represents a significant opportunity for one of its fastest-growing export sectors. Here in Kenya, avocado farming is increasingly shifting from a local activity to a global business. Kenya's avocado sector and avocado industry has been growing rapidly and has been growing rapidly for a number of years. And with greater access to markets like China, expectations across the board from farmers to exporters are rising.
A reason why we export avocado is that it's most profit venture. When you plant, being a perennial crop, you don't need to continue planting every now and then. Once you plant, every year you get harvest. During the first 2 years, you can have a maximum of a minimum of 50 to 150 per plant. As the year increases, you can get 300 pieces per plant, and 8 years to 10 years, a plant can give you 1,000 fruits.
But translating that opportunity into real income is not always straightforward. Beyond the farm, exporters and supporting industries are also positioning themselves to scale up.
When it takes effect on 1st of May, definitely we will have more exporters interested in the Chinese market, because previously we have had situations whereby our fruits are uncompetitive as opposed to Peru and other exporters of the least developed countries that enter China tariff-free. So most of the exporters today, despite the other challenges that are there, they will be happy to get into the Chinese market.
Exporting to global markets requires more than production, including meeting quality standards, packaging, and logistics. Even with improved market access, key challenges remain within the value chain. The real impact of this shift may not just be felt on the border or at the borders. It will be felt within the value chain, in who is able to meet standards, access markets, and harvest the value. Kenya's avocado exports have been growing steadily, with new markets, including China, becoming increasingly important. For farmers and businesses, the opportunity is clear, but so is the need to scale up and move higher up the value chain.
The Chinese market has already raised an issue about the size of the seed inside our avocado, which is quite big, reducing the edible pulp. So we will be looking at that to reduce the size of the seed to match that of Australia, and therefore that brand will be able to be available in the Chinese market. So at the moment, it is potential.
So now we are opening up one of the biggest markets in the world at a zero tariff. So this is a big boost for avocado exporters in Kenya and particularly East Africa in total. The reason is we have to move beyond only traditional market, right? That's the number one thing. And being the largest populous, China is going to benefit us most from that. We export the quality products. Already Kenya is the 6th largest exporter of the fruits. And with the kind of plantation we have done in the last 2 years, and we are looking here, in the next 3 years, we are going to have double the harvest what we are doing today. So we need a market, a big market where this produce will move at ease. And also this zero tariff is going to help the farming community, plus the exporters and the packaging value creators like us to move in a big way and a larger scale. So this is one of the growth and scale which is good for the economy.
But whether that translates to real gains will depend on how much value remains in the country. As demand grows in China, Kenya's avocado industry is expanding. The key question now is who ultimately benefits from that growth? Victor Muyakane, TV 47 for CGTN, Nairobi, Kenya.